I'm trying to get better at writing music, and I'm also trying to get better at playing saxophone. So right now I'm writing a little experiment for 3 saxophones, and what I got here is 3 alto saxophone parts because I have an alto saxophone. I played it a bit in high school and middle school and stuff, and now I'm trying to get good. Uh, so, um, so writing a piece that uses 3 saxophones, it's a chance for me to practice notating my ideas better for saxophone, because when I think about sax, I hear a lot of bends and slides and stuff. Like, I think like one of the advantages to the instrument for any sustaining woodwind is the bendy sounds. It's a lot of musical, beautiful ways to use them for vocal-like phrasing, and so I'm trying to actually incorporate them into my charts more and experiment with different things that are advantageous about the alto sax. So to start, I've got a couple warbly notes. I'm going to have these sustained warbly notes. They're going to go like whoa, whoa, whoa. And then I've got a little bit of a counterpoint line thing that I'm just going to try out and see how it sounds when I actually record it. It sounds like this right now. Just, really stiff and unappealing, and kind of regal, which is totally not what I'm going for. But I have a feeling that when I actually start wiggling the notes on the sax, that it'll sound a bit more good. And so that was the first little experiment. I wanted to get stuff with sustained notes and some counterpoint. I'm just flying through it here. I'm not really writing a piece of music. I'm just kind of like flying through ideas and things that I want to try. So the next thing I have is a little bit more of a physically challenging counterpoint thing. And then I wanted to see if I could get a really big honk going and have it be out of tune and glorious. So the next thing I wanted to try was some more counterpoint. This time I'm just creating a groove from 3 things that don't line up rhythmically, that kind of swirl over each other, which is something I do all the time. Everyone does that these days. All right. And I just arbitrarily stopped it there. It's a bit of what they say is a clusterfuck at the moment, but I want to see what these things sound like when I actually play saxophone. So I'm just gonna get my horn out, learn this stuff, and record it. Alright, some time has passed. I recorded some saxophones, and I would describe my results as somewhere between awful and hilarious. And let's have a listen to the horror. This is Yep. So I've got a lot of work to do on my practicing for a saxophone, but I thought now this might be a good opportunity to show you some ways to take music like that. That's it's bad, and I'm gonna make it into something else. So it's in a state of disarray right now, but I'm pretty sure that it can be made into something cool. We're going to have to take a whole new direction with this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hard tune these saxophones, because the worst thing about them, I think, was the intonation. So I'm going here, I'm going to find one of my little pitch correction plugins that I got, It's called retune. That's what we want to do, retune. I'm going to go make it automatically correct. Let's see. We're going to put some of that pitch correction on all 3 tracks. It's not like a super intense pitch correction. It's a somewhat subtle one. We might switch to intense mode for musical effect later. Let's see. Alright, cool. So now I'm going to change the sounds a bit. So let's just look at our master track here. Alright, so I'm going to label these. Okay, so we got the 3 saxes. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to put them into their own little group here. So whatever effects I do to this track here will affect all 3 of my saxophone tracks. So I'm going to start out by I'm gonna create, let's see, some effects here. We're gonna want some reverb. We're gonna want some delay. All right, so I'm gonna pick out some reverb here. Do some of the ones that I like to start with. And then for my delay, got the old Echo Boy delay. Very nice. Alright, so here I just made a nice reverb track and a nice delay track. Those will be our effects for now. We're going to make them purplish, so they're separate. And then our saxophones are going to be green, so you can see what's what. Alrighty, so how are we going to save this monster? So first, let's see what happens if I put reverb on all the saxophones. Cool, well, alright, so some things are okay now. Yeah, and forget the rest of this. We're just going to work with that. So that's it. So alright, so I'm cutting everything except that beginning chunk out. But basically what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make the saxophones at least in tune. I'm going to make them pretty reverberant so that they sound spacey. And then what I'm going to do is stick some cool grooves over them. And we'll make this into a beat. We're going to reverse this whole thing. We're going to copy it and then reverse it. Let's see what that sounds like. Cool, so we got something nice happening right here. I think it's a nice moment where we have these saxophones kind of bleeding into each other. So we really don't need this track anymore. We're going to say goodbye to sax number 3. We got something good just with these 2. Alright, I like this moment. Let's see. And delete the rest. Alright, let's see this. Let's hear what this sounds like as a loop. Alright, well it didn't loop, but I got the idea. So now I think what I'll do is copy this again. And we're going to work within this time span. I'm going to give a little bit of delay to the tracks. Right now it's going to have a lot. Alright, now we need some sick bass. Alright, so I loaded up a cool drum set here, and I'm going to have my kick drum match the bass. Let's give it a whirl. Alright, so next we're going to do the snare. I think I'll do a wide 2 and 4. So, well, you'll see what I mean. Alright. Okay, and I'll quantize that too. We don't need it to, there's no need for it to be loosey-goosey or humany-woomany. This is a pretty robot beat. But for our cymbals, I changed my mind. Actually, I want the cymbals to be humany-woomany. So we're going to overdub some cymbals, and I won't quantize those. At least, I don't think I will. I might change my mind. Just like this was supposed to be a saxophone trio thing. Alright, so we had like boom. We like some sloppy eighths. I think will be good. Sloppy eighths. Alright, I think I know what I'll do now. I'm going to try that again. Alright.
Undone this, when I flip around just rerun this. Brush pins off the past, scrape chalkboard on glass. Please refund this terrible sound of sight. Flinching, denying delight. Travel back in time, do something right. Go easy baby, I'm a fly.